Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Thank you for choosing this video. Allow me to teach you how to play with yarn. Do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner. Check out my other videos too. They are all as informative and fun to learn as this video. And today I'm gonna make a pair of earrings. So you would need this type of hook, if you can get, and it opens up like this. So when you're doing the earring, when one faces this side, the other one has to face the other side. I mean, you cannot make the earring like this because it does shows that this is the back and this is the front. And you see the difference? This is the back, this is the front. So when you're wearing it, so here, when you wear it over this ear, it will show this side. So when you wear it on the other ear, it would show, the back part of it. So now I'm going to do the opposite of it. And I use lace yarn. It's kind of like a lace yarn. It's more fine, like a thread, almost like a thread. And I'm using a 2mm hook. Okay, now let's start. Okay, we're gonna start by making a magic circle. You pull up a knot, make a knot, and once you have this knot, you chain 2, 1, 2, chain 2, and you're going to do 15 double crochet into the loop here. This is 5, so now I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So do 15 double crochet into the loop, and you pull this tight, make it into a circle. Pull tight and join with the top here with a slip stitch. With a slip stitch, and now it's the time to go get the ring, the earring. So I make sure I'm gonna face this side. So now I'm going to do single crochet into every stitch. You make sure you go through here, this stitch here, go over the earring and do 1 single crochet. So we have 15 double crochet, then you should have 15 single crochet as well here. If you're not sure if this is gonna face the right side, check, try and put it on your ear and see whether you face the outside or the inside, the pattern. So you just single crochet all around and make sure all of it has the single crochet. And you pull a bit so that you will cover up the whole thing, and you just do as much as you can. I'm not sure, I don't think you can cover everything because this part here you can cover it because this is the hole here. So here we're gonna stop and we're gonna chain 2 excuse me. So technically we wouldn't do exactly 15 single crochet. I would leave about 2 stitch here. There's 2 stitch inside here, 2 to 3 depending how you want it to look. I want only 2, 1, 2, this 2, so I still have 2 more stitch here. So you just spread it around and see whether it covers up the whole thing. If it covers up the whole thing, then we can go to the next row. Next row we're gonna chain 2, turn the work, and we're gonna single crochet into the next stitch. And just chain 2, single crochet, and it will come out like the flower thing. One, 2, just chain 2, go to the next stitch and do a single crochet. 1, 2, single crochet, 1, 2, single crochet. And if you can get this type of multicolored yarn, then the earring would turn out nice. But if you prefer plain color, it would turn out nice too. 1, 2, whoops. One, 2, and this is the second last. Oops. 1, 2, and this is the last. There's one last stitch here. Once you single crochet here, you chain 1 and you pull tight. Leave a bit of a tail so that I can hide it inside. So now you can cut the yarn. So it will look like this. So one faces this side and one faces this side. And now we're gonna make this leaf here. This pearl is optional. If you have, then you can just join it. If not, you just make this leaf without the pearl. This pearl I got myself a packet of pearl, which comes in various sizes. So it's easier, especially when we do not need so many of it. But then now at least I have many sizes to choose from. You can try another earring with a smaller pearl, and then another earring with a bigger pearl, and it still look as nice. Okay, now for all this part here, I'm going to use a needle. Use a needle to sew it in so that it won't come off so easily, and just sew it in, put it in between all this. Put it in between all this single crochet. Make sure you're not pulled too tight. And you weave it in like this. Same goes for the middle part here. This is where the magic circle is. So you just weave in through all this magic circle, all this double crochet. If it's long enough, you can make it into twice, go around twice so that it's really secure, that it won't come off. And you cut it away. And now we're going to do the leaf part. And just make very sure one faces the left and one faces the right. And now I'm going to show you this kind of heart shape or club shape leaf down here. Don't worry, later I'm going to show you with a thicker yarn, because this yarn I'm not sure if you can see properly. This is too fine, and I'm not sure if I can show you. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but I just show you with this yarn first, and later I'm going to show you with the thicker yarn the whole thing again. So we're going to start off by making a magic circle. You make a magic circle, you make a knot. So inside this knot, I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and now I'm going to make 6 cluster double crochet. Cluster means it's like this. You chain 2, you yarn over. I'm not sure if I go any higher, you'll be blur. Okay, let's see. So chain 2, you yarn over, you go inside the loop, pick up a yarn, and you put through 2 and leave it on your hook. This is a cluster, so we're going to do 6 of it. Yarn over, put through 2, leave it on a hook. Yarn over, put through 2, leave it on your hook. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I say 6, you should have 7 stitch 7 of this yarn on your hook. First one we're gonna put through 1, then we're gonna put through 2 by 2. And now we're gonna pull a bit of this first. We are going to yarn over and turn over to this side of the loop. And same thing, we're going to do that 6 cluster double crochet again. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're gonna put through 1, and then we're gonna put through 2 by 2 until the end. As said, now everything look kind of loose. You pull this tight and you have a leaf. So now this part here, you're gonna chain 1, pull tight to kind of tie a knot to it, and you're gonna cut the yarn. And just like the top part, we're gonna use a needle and hide it all through here. So you can pull this more, you can shape it around, and you get a leaf like this. Sorry, did I went off screen? Okay, I'll come back to you with a bigger yarn and show you how it is done again. I mean, it's easier to see on a bigger yarn. Okay, let me just use a thicker yarn to show you again how it's done, just in case you couldn't see properly in the first few minutes. So here we're gonna start off by making a magic circle. And you're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna make 15 double crochet into this ring. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This 15 is not a magic number. You just go, you just see whether how wide is your earring. If you think your earring is a bit too wide, then instead of 15, maybe you should do 20 or 30. So this is a bigger version of it. I do not have a bigger earring, so I'm just showing you how it's done with this thicker yarn. So once you have 15, double crochet into the ring. We just end it with a slip stitch, and you bring your earring. Okay, you put through the earring, grab a yarn and make a single crochet. So same thing, go to the next stitch, grab a yarn, go on top and make a single crochet. It's just like when we are crocheting with wire. If you make flowers, if you have made flowers with wire, or you have seen my other video, that's how we crochet with wire. So you just go through this like normal single crochet, pull up a yarn, go above the wire and make a single crochet. So this is how you cover the wire with your yarn. You go underneath, grab a yarn, go over the wire and seal it. So this is how I made this just now. Here, this part here, because this yarn is very fine, so when I made it with this yarn it looks kind of nice. But if you make it with cotton yarn, it's too thick, it wouldn't look nice. And now I'm gonna show you how I made this kind of heart-shaped leaf with cotton yarn. Okay, I'm gonna start by, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna start with a magic circle, same thing, magic circle, turn to the back and grab a yarn to make a knot. Once you have this knot, you chain 2, 1, 2. I'm going to do double crochet, but this time round it's going to be a cluster double crochet. Just now it was a double crochet, now it's a cluster double crochet. So yarn over, go inside the ring, pull up a loop, you put through 2 and you leave it on your hook. You leave it like this and do not put through all. Your yarn over, go through, pull up a loop, you put through 2 and you leave it on your hook. So you're supposed to do 6 times of this, and you're gonna have 7 of this on your hook. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you do this 6 times and you're gonna have 7 stitch on your hook. So the first one we're gonna put through 1, just 1, and the subsequent one we're gonna put through 2 by 2. So once you come over this side, you yarn over and turn to this side. Now we're gonna do over this side. Same thing. You're gonna yarn over 2 and leave it on your hook. Yarn over 2, leave it on your hook. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 7 on your hook. You're going to put through 1, and then you're going to put through 2 by 2. So did you get it this time? I mean, with the thicker yarn it's easier to see. And here we just pull tight and you will have a heart-shaped leaf like this. And here we're gonna chain 1, pull tight, and you're gonna hide your yarn up here. So that's how I did this. So now for this one, I'm gonna connect to the earring. I'm going to get a pole. Hopefully I can find one which is of the same color and size. I hope. Yep, got one. Does it look the same? I think it does. Okay, the top part here I'm gonna put through. Oh, just put it through the pole. Oh, this time around it's not as easy. It was quite easy just now. Okay, so you put through here and you get a needle. And sew it here. Sew it here. Make 2 loops, like kind of sew it nicely, not too tight so that it is kind of like a bit dangling. If you want more of it dangling, then you can leave a longer yarn. So here I'm going to just sew my way here all through all this. Here you make a knot. Make sure the knot, you hide it well, so one glance it doesn't look like much of a knot. And you continue to hide the tail along this earring, along all this single crochet. I find that the more I hide it, the more secure I feel. Okay, maybe I should start hiding it from the back. Just go through all this. And you can even turn back. And hide as much as you can before you start to cut the yarn. Find somewhere that, find the spot that is tight where your yarn won't come off. Okay, I think I've hide enough. Same thing goes for here, the bottom part here. You don't just cut it like that, it will come off. So at least hide most of it inside. hide it along all this, since this is purplish and the other side is more pinkish, so hide on the purplish part, since mine is a dual color thing. So do not pull too tight. Oops, it came off. I'm going to try and work my way all the way up to the top so that it had a good height and it won't come off easily. Okay, just place the needle first, then put through the yarn. Ew. Okay, just put through here. Do not pull too tight. Bear in mind this tip here, you might accidentally pull it. So now here, I'm gonna try my level best to hide it somewhere here. So I'm going to go through this pole so that this yarn hides inside the pole as well. Oops. Once it's reached this stage, it's kind of difficult to put through the needle. Okay, put it through the pole, and here make sure I put it through all this so that it's a little bit more secure. Hide between all this. And anyway, this is an earring, so the chances of you washing it could be quite slim, right? Unless it got dirty. So unlike clothes, where you need to wash it quite often, the yarn might come off. So here, look, do not pull too tight. If not, I would lose this point here, this pointing thing here. So use your finger to shape it around, and there you have it. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. Okay, here's one, and here's one over this side and one over this side. Hope you find this fascinating. Thank you for watching. Hope you have fun making a pair of earrings like this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next post.